single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hey, welcome back to Dig Dug Gold. Today we're looking at trying to make silicone mats, but first thing you got to do though is you got to have a mold. You can't just throw silicone on the ground and expect it to be the right ribbing for your sluice box. So we're making silicone mats today, and I'm using some spar varnish, thank you Utahavalanch, on a air conditioning filter. See if I can make it plastic enough to where I can put silicone on it. If not, I've got another way that's actually a bunch cheaper, and I think will work even better. So stay tuned, come on back, and we'll see how we do, see if we fail or not. Hey, we're back, and I just put on the second coat of spar varnish to my air filter mold. If it works out right, then I should be able to use it as a mold. The spar varnish itself is kind of expensive. It's about $10 and $10.50, something like that. The air filter I got for like $4.60 or something. So second coat, I'm on my second can, so it's $20 so far. I don't know how many more cans I'm going to have to use to be able to get this to plastic, but it may not be cost effective to do it this way, but we'll see. If not, I've got some other things in the hopper, like I said, to work out. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what we're doing. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. I'm here working on my version of the silicone sluice mats mold. You got to deal with what you got to work with. I don't have a whole lot of workspace. I don't have a workshop. I don't have tools. So this is what I came up with. I went over to Home Depot. I bought some painter sticks, 98 cents. Bought a tile. You see it's got deep V's in it. The space in between them, I think the silicone will create a nice little riffles in there that will break up the clay really well, and then the pockets themselves will collect the gold, and I think this will end up working really well. And then what I did was I had some duct tape around the house here, and I put the unwrapped the tile, turned it upside down, put the duct tape on the sides, all four sides, and then I took the painter sticks, set them on top of the duct tape for my mold guides, if you will. And then all I have to do is do my silicone and put it on top and let it dry. This was $7. The sticks were 98 cents. I'm using a stone stick here to spread the silicone with. I can use either end, the smooth end or the cornered end. I broke a piece off, and I used that to basically seal the duct tape to the cardboard, the corrugated cardboard underneath the tiles there. And so there's no baking involved. It's real cheap to work with. I think I spent I don't know, $10 maybe. And this mold, if it works, this mold will last for years because it's made out of stone tile. So I think this is a good solution, for at least for me. So I'll let you know as I go how it works out. Thanks. Okay, the day is here. We are in the process of putting together our silicone sluice box mat using tile, of all things, using tile. Take a look at the tile that I bought, and I think that's a good one. It's a V tile, and so it's got pockets built into it. I think when the silicone slips through the cracks, it'll create pockets for gold to be able to collect into. So I think this is a good choice, and it was cheap too, a lot cheaper than doing my varnish. So anyway, I'll get going and I'll show you what it looks like after I got it all spread out, assuming, of course, that I can do that. All right, talk to you in a minute. Okay, we are back. Welcome to Dig Dug Gold, and this is varnish coat number 3. We're up to 3. I don't know how many it's going to take. I'm doing this for the first time along with you to see if this is a decent idea. We may end up with the tile mold that I'm making, and that one's all ready to go. So we're going to slap some silicone on that and see what we get. But doing the spar varnish on the air conditioning air filter, a 10 by 20 by 1. So far I've gone through 2 cans of varnish at $10.50 a can. So this is what we're looking at. So yeah, all right, well, we're gonna see it through to the end and see what we come up with, see if it's even plausible. You know, it's one of the things that you learn real quick is that molds, no matter how expensive they are, they last for a long time. So once you get that initial cost out of the way, you can make, you know, if this works, I can make silicone mats out of this over and over again for years to come, I would assume. So anyway, for me, I'm looking at trying to make some type of a major, deep major V to be able to break up my clay. You've seen several shots of the clay that we have here in Alabama. It's just sooty, it's nasty stuff to work with. It hides the gold, so the gold doesn't act the way it's supposed to. It doesn't drop unless you keep adding fresh water and to the clay to take that soot out. So it's a real pain in the neck. So anyway, I appreciate you watching, and we'll go take a look at the tile mold that I've got ready to go. Okay? All right, thanks. Hey there, this is Steve back at Dig Dug Gold. Just to let you know, I have just completed coating number 4 on my air filter, varnished air filter that I'm trying to convert into a mold for the sluice box. So, yep, number 4, can 3. Okay, welcome to Dig Dug Gold. We're almost to the end of the week, and I'll show you what I came up with as far as molds and how they work. So, right here is my spar varnish mold for a very deep groove, hoping that it would really chew up the clay that I've got here in Alabama. But the cotton in there really soaks up the varnish, and still not quite where I need it to be. And I've used 3 cans at $10, a little more than $10 a piece. So this is probably going to be cost prohibitive, and I think the grooves are really too deep and too big to really work well. So I'm going to wave the white flag on that one. But here's my tile mold that I made off of a piece of tile that I selected at Home Depot, and then I bought some painters sticks, stirring sticks, and put them on the outside, and then I threw my silicone over the top, and this is where we ended up with right here. Look at that, isn't that fabulous? Look at those deep V grooves. I think that is the way to go. That worked great for me, and it was cheap to do. One thing I did learn a lesson on was that silicone has a very, very pungent odor that kind of takes over the room. And so I would highly suggest doing this outside if you can. And letting it, I wouldn't do it inside like I did. That was a big mistake. But overall, I'm very happy with the mat. I think the mat is going to go over really well as far as working in my sluice box. I'm going to trim it down, cut it down, and put it into the run of my sluice box here. I'll probably put my green felt underneath it. It came with the backpacker sluice here, and then I'll run the clay through it, and we'll see how it grabbed and what it did. I'm going to run a you see in there, that bucket there is full. It's been soaking for a little bit, and this would make it the third run on that clay. I did find a little bit of gold in there, but I'll show you that probably towards the end. I still don't have it completely panned out. It's exhausting to pan out the soot in the clay, and I don't have a good cleanup sluice to be able to do that. So that will probably be the project for the next home time. I go back out on the road tomorrow, and so we'll be doing back in the trucker studio of my semi truck tomorrow, and we'll go from there for the next 3 weeks. Okay, I got some plans to make some videos from there. Still got income stream number 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to go, and so still got quite a few videos we need to make. All right, so I'll let me work this out and put it in my sluice box, and we'll run it and we'll see how we come up with. Okay, all right. See you on the flip side. Hey guys, I was just putting together my silicone for trimming it up for my sluice run, and I came across this product here that we use in our shells, non-adhesive, non-slip liner, and if you feel it, it feels kind of like it's silicone based, like it's a silicone covering or something like that. I'm not sure, but it feels like it. For certain, it's a rubber based. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this matting, which was like, I don't know, a couple bucks, I think is all it was, and I'm going to throw this right there instead of using the carpeting that I usually use. I'm going to throw this right there and then throw the silicone mat on top of that and see what happens. So that might be interesting. Okay, we're back. I got it trimmed up now, and what I did is I put the carpeting underneath, then I put the shelf, non-adhesive shelf sticker on top of that, and then I stuck the silicone mat on top of that. So this is what I've got, and then down below I've got the normal setup. So this is what I've got going. The only problem I see is that the silicone likes to float, and so material will get caught in here, but a lot of it's going to go underneath as well. So I need to come up with a fix on that. I'm guessing probably silicone here, or gluing the carpet to the silicone, something like that would work. But it looks good. It's running. I got my machine dialed in here. It's got a good flow. I got suds from the dish soap and the silicone. But that's okay. That'll make things float, or make things drop, make the gold drop anyway. So, and I got my fluid bed dialed in right. So I think everything's good. We could run some dirt, but that I've got to figure that out there anyway. So, and I'm running out of time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video off now and just show you that from my tile, I put silicone on, then I trimmed it up to make it fit in here. And I believe Alan told me that he had to silicone his mats together in order to give it enough weight to be able to not float on water too. I'm not positive, but I think that's what he told me. So anyway, that's where we're at, and I'm going to leave the links to Alan Robertson's channel underneath in the description, as well as Utahavalanch. He is a great help in helping me figure a lot of this stuff out as well as he's tends to be the spar varnish king. So we got Alan Robertson, the silicone king, and we've got Utahavalanch Varnish King. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this week. As far as we had some epic failures. I think this is a success, but we still got to run dirt through it, and I got to figure out that bottom end or that top end there, trying to get that down so that it's not floating on top of the water. Okay, if you like, please subscribe, share, like, comment, all the above, and we will see you soon. From the next time will be from the Semi Studios. All right, talk to you later. Hey, this is the second run of my sluice box with the first run of the silicone match. Look at it. It's killing it. I've got it all dialed in here, and it's chewing up the clay. It's crazy. My sluice bed, or my fluid bed in the back is with the painter's I don't know what I call painter's classifier, I guess, is pulling out the stones that are too big, and everything's soaking nicely. The flow is nice, so we're going to finish up this and see if we get anything else. Okay, look at what that mat did. I mean, it caught just about everything. That's incredible. Of course, I could need to probably run it and wash it out a little more, but oh my gosh, that mat worked fantastic. The only thing that I would say is these solid pieces here that I thought would help actually work as a buoy against the mat, and so I'm going to have to cut those out like I did the other two over on this side. I kind of wanted to run it both ways, and so that's the best way that I could do it. But if I cut those out, then the mat should stay on the surface. I mean, on the bottom, as the material and stuff is washing down. It'll keep that mat down, from what I observed. Look what I found. Look at that piece of quartz there. See how shiny it is? It's got a bunch of stuff in it. I'm gonna have to crush that up and see what kind of gold is in there. I think there's some gold in there. I see it right embedded in there. So that was pretty cool too. So, and that's just one bucket. One stinking bucket. So, got lots of shinies in the fluid bed there. But the bucket blaster did fantastic. I shimmied it. I saw that on another buddy of mine's videos, Flower Gold Wizards. I'm gonna put his link underneath there too, and give him a shout out. So if you haven't seen his channel, you got to. I mean, he does a wonderful job with his mining, prospecting, and Lake Superior. So if you're up in that area, I will be here within the next year or two. Be moving back home to Michigan, Wisconsin. My folks, or my kid sister, lives in Elkhorn, I think is what it is, Wisconsin. So I think that's over near where Jason is. But so anyway, Flower Gold Wizards, Utahavalanch, and Alan Robertson. Those are the guys that got things dialed in. You gotta go see their channel. Please subscribe. Let them know that Steve from Dig Dug Gold sent you over. All right, talk to you later. Please like, subscribe, and share, and comment. Believe me, the comments are worth gold themselves. All right, take care.